in Santa Fe, Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a #1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best. TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sports shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty.
Final four. Now it's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal. Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
The countdown is on, 25 days away from the Lobos season opener and maybe about 2 weeks away from figuring out who the Lobos starting quarterback is going to be this season. And what does that mean? Well, it means it's not going to be Jack Lane. If head coach Jason Eck comes out yesterday and said he wants to name a starting quarterback within 2 weeks, you probably have to assume that the Lobos returning starter is not going to be that guy to start this season. What it do and what does it all mean? Welcome into the opening drive right here on the Sports Animal. Good Tuesday, y'all. Thank you for joining us this AM. Got Carlos Tenorio holding it down behind the glass, Adrian producing on ProView Networks, and a ton of content for you today. We're going to hear from some Lobos throughout the show, which includes first-year tight end Trip Wall, second-year cornerback Jameer Torres, some guys that have stood out not just in spring ball, but early in fall camp so far. Dive into what head coach Jason Eck had to say about his Lobos last night. We'll also catch up with Sean Ryder coming up at 9 o'clock this morning, the beat reporter for Lobo football. Get his thoughts because, been bouncing around at practice and what head coach Jason Eck had to say yesterday, not just about naming a starting quarterback, but also, quote, we played two guys quite a bit throughout the year, referring to last year, and we could be in that same situation this year, end quote. I think we'll see a lot of that. I think while James Lopestein, Luke Moga, those are the two we're really looking at being named the starting quarterback for Lobo football, you're going to see multiple guys play. And it's because they're similar, and so you're kind of waiting who is going to take that one step forward, who's going to be able to take 2 steps forward and grow early in the season. We saw Lopestein last year. We know what type of runner he is, Luke Moga. But as Coach Eck has been discussing through camp, it's less about running and more about efficiency. And that's the one thing with Jack Lane. You might have thought his ceiling wasn't as high, but he was efficient. He was solid with the football. And that's what the Lobos are looking for early in this season is efficiency in the offense. Get into the run game and see what kind of playmakers emerge. Unfortunately, Troy Amire, who was tagged as the number one wide receiver, the 6'5" transfer from UNLV, the 7th-year college player, he's been hurt. And he missed time in spring. He's missing time right now with a hamstring injury. So you have young skill position guys on the outside that are looking to step up, that need to help the quarterback. I think the tight end room, which we're going to hear from one of those tight ends today, is fantastic. So there's opportunities for this Lobo offense to be successful, but still, it's so much on the quarterback position. And that is going to make or break this season for Lobo football. Yes, the defense is good. Yes, the offensive line could potentially be better than last year, which produced really good groundwork. But that was also with 2 exceptional running backs, Lamont Bankston, who got a cup of tea at NFL camps throughout the summer, G.J. McKinney, who transferred to Tulsa in the offseason just because he wanted to be close to the home. Those guys were ridiculously dynamic. Now you're looking at Scott Trey Humphrey stepping up. I think he's going to be solid. Some young guys behind him, Sibley and Matthews, who have some of that explosiveness, but still it comes down to, can you find an efficient level of quarterback play with pop? So 505-246-0610, Sports Animal hotline and text line for you to join the conversation this morning. What do you think? Because as we move forward, what Coach Eck said yesterday after practice, it's a realization of it's not, they're keeping their fingers crossed. Jack Lane, right now, he hasn't thrown a football. Coach Eck is talking about naming a starter. I don't believe he's starting game 1 against Central Michigan. They're looking at James Lopestein, Luke Moga, so Babai, gosh, I can't speak this morning, has had some nice moments in camp, but ultimately, you have to narrow it down. And I think for the Lobos going into this season with high expectations, I don't think the quarterback position right now is one where you're going to be a lot worse with one of those guys, but it's a change because there was a confidence, there was a trust level that not just the coaches, but this offense had in Jack Lane to be efficient, but it's opportunity. One of these guys to step up, even if we do see two of these guys play, big time moment for one of these guys on a team that has probably the biggest expectations since I not only have been a fan, but have been covering this team.
Yeah, I mean, the two quarterback system is going to be something that we're all going to have to get used to once again. Obviously, losing, bring the pain, Jack Lane, for the first few games is not ideal, but it's a Wally Pipp situation, right? Wally Pipp goes down with a headache or something. Lou Gehrig takes over, and then Lou Gehrig starts, 1,000+ games after that for the New York Yankees. Is this an opportunity for a guy like Luke Moga, who, we've had listened to his audio on the show before, and he's talked about the NFL a lot, right? I mean, the Oregon transfer, he has a confidence to do anything, and that's amazing to have, but he hasn't started a game, so that's interesting to see. Yeah, the two quarterback system, I think Lobstein will be named the starter just off of seniority alone. I think he's a remarkable quarterback, and he can show he can sling the rock a little bit too. We saw it a little bit last year, not just, the ground and pound by James Lobstein, but I think the two quarterback system of James Lobstein probably being used to throw a little bit more than he did last year, and Luke Moga is going to be, something we'll have to get used to at the start. Central Michigan, I feels like a good opponent for that. Mercyhurst, obviously a layup. And then you get into the granddaddy of them all in Oklahoma. So we'll see where Jack Lane's progress is there, but wishing him all the best. Man, JJ, I don't know about you, but arm injuries are some of the hardest things to recover from.
It's a quarterback throwing elbow that he had surgery on, and he hasn't thrown since the surgery. Like, we're at the point where we can keep an eye maybe early in the season at some point in time, but until he starts throwing a football, there's no timeline on a return for Jack Lane. So the conversation officially has shifted not to maybe he'll start throwing before the opener. It's shifted to James Lobstein and Luke Moga are going to be the quarterbacks you see on the football field against Central Michigan. And it's opportunity and it's upside. And they've been fine in camp. There hasn't been any wow moments. They've done what you've expected from guys that are competing to be a starting quarterback at a Division I level. I think Luke is definitely looking more confident from spring ball, which is fine. He just needed reps. And that's what you wanted to see coming into fall camp. Because I know there was so much hype because he played at Oregon. It was like, oh my gosh, he went to Oregon. It's a shoo-in this dude's going to take over. Wasn't the case. He needed more experience. Spring ball was a good opportunity. These guys put in a lot of work over the summer. And you see it, there's fine production, and this coaching staff understands that, with early in the season, you want that efficient, and then you start growing in the offense because there's pieces there. Now the outside, the skill position, a little bit of a question mark. Troy O'Meara, he needs to get healthy. If not, I think kind of like we're talking about quarterbacks, you're going to see a rotation. There's some second-year players that are looking to step up. Kadir Jop was shouted out yesterday by Coach Eck. He missed some time last year, but he's a guy that's been around, understands the system. We've talked about Bingo and Darling, two freshman wide receivers making plays. So, yeah, there are answers to these questions for the Lobos, but it's how quickly can they find those answers, because you don't have Mercyhurst week one. You have Central Michigan week one, which is
a solid squad. They made a bowl game last year.
Of course, Northwestern. A different challenge to start the season, but that's what you want. You're playing with expectations. You have the hype surrounding this team. Like I said, the answers are there. It's how quickly will those questions be answered for Lobo football. We'll take your thoughts throughout the morning, as really now it's not kind of wondering if it is who the quarterback is going to be, because at this moment in time, with what we've seen watching practice, the fact that Jack Lane hasn't thrown a football yet, the way Coach Eck was speaking yesterday after practice, it's not if Jack Lane is playing, it's who is going to be the quarterback, because I don't believe it's going to be Jack Lane week one against Central Michigan. So we'll take your thoughts, 505-246-0610. Got a busy show for you this morning. We're going to hear from some Lobos. We're going to talk with Sean Ryder about what he's seen at camp as well, and then tons to get to as the NFL offseason is moving. Major League Baseball, always something you haven't seen in a long time happen in that game. Dodgers win, get back on track. Yesterday, a weird one between the Red Sox and Blue Jays. As Boston's been one of the hottest teams in baseball over the last 2 months. And yeah, we'll talk about the Red Sox just a little bit. But a big signing because this team, I think they're at the top. I think I'm picking this squad to win the division. We're going to dabble some division winners in the NFL as well this morning and a contract extension on the side of the football that will decide if this team will be a division winner. We hit that next. It's the opening drive right here in the Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a #1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best. TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders.
That, I think, beats the Eagles and wins that division this year.
Oh boy, here we go again. The delusion of Cowboy fans already starting in August because Quinn Williams gets an extension. You know, I think the Cowboys will be decent this year, but the Philadelphia Eagles are just so dominant. You know, give me the Eagles. You know, even give me the Commanders, man.
Really?
I really like what Washington's doing.
Even with their left tackle going down.
You know,
giant question mark. Even though we all love Bill in the run game.
Bill's going to be dominant, man. You know, Bill was a good running back on a very bad Lobo offensive line. You know, he was still pretty good. Yeah, I think the Cowboys I think they can contend for a wild card spot. I'm not saying they're going to be horrific. I think they'll be a decent squad. They'll definitely be better than my Raiders. But if you can acquire Max Crosby for the right price, I would maybe change my tune just a little bit more.
Essentially. So what's up? Speaking of that, as we'll get into
everything is fine. I don't know what you're
everything
talking
is fine, really. So Max Crosby and Kirk Cousins got into a little tussle last Friday. So Max Crosby hit Cousins twice on Friday, and you got an angry Kirk Cousins. He went after Max Crosby, grabbed his jerseys. They said he exchanged words. What would Kirk Cousins be saying in that situation?
Man?
Stop being a jab turkey. Don't be so rude to me. I'm the quarterback.
Can we all just get along, man? What the hey? Do you think Fernando Mendoza was like closing his eyes? It was like seeing your parents fight. He's like, no, guys,
stop it, guys, stop
each
it.
Other.
Everybody love everybody. So Kirk Cousins, Max Crosby got a chance to take practice off on Saturday. As first-year head coach Clint Kubiak said, quote, "We have very clear expectations on how we want to run practice and how we want to go about our business. We violated that yesterday on Friday and held those guys out on Saturday. Players are going to go at it." But this was an interesting one. And now, is it just a training camp scuffle, or was there something else there? And LaShawn McCoy, who's just a talking head now, but he was, outstanding running back in the NFL. Guess what? He's on a podcast. We all have podcasts. We all do this somewhere, talking with folks. LaShawn McCoy said, quote, about this situation, a former player, been there, done that, looking at Max Crosby and Kirk Cousins going at each other, and Crosby essentially, hitting quarterback, the starting quarterback of the Raiders multiple times. He said, quote, "It's only one thing that tells me about this. If it's true, it's time for Kirk to retire." So the number one rule, you don't touch the quarterback. But when the quarterback is old and he's weak, it's like, I don't even have no respect for him. And if your team doesn't have no respect for you, what are we doing? Quote. Do you think this was a respect problem for the Raiders and Max Crosby not respecting Kirk Cousins, or just football is football and this happens in camp?
It sounds like LaShawn McCoy is saying that we're wheeling out the geriatric corpse of Bart Starr out there at quarterback. I think this was just a training camp type of scuffle. There hasn't been a lot of drama surrounding the Raiders this offseason, so obviously when it involves Max Crosby, who we had that whole trade debacle with, right, the media is going to pick up on it. Max Crosby, it's no secret, it's nothing new to Raider fan out there. This is what Crosby does every single training camp. And John Gruden, even, Max Crosby's rookie year, the story about Gruden threatening to cut Crosby if he kept hitting Derek Carr is one of my favorite stories. I mean, Mad Max just does this every offseason. It's just who he is. He's a competitor. I think Kirk, as a veteran, it took maybe a little exception to what's going on.
Do you like this from Kirk Cousins stepping up? Because this is a situation where Kubiak has said Kirk Cousins is the starting quarterback, but this is Fernando Mendoza's team. So while Kirk Cousins is your starter, the number one overall pick is right there, and this is his team. So it's definitely something that you said there's a history there of Max Crosby going over the line with quarterbacks on his own team, being feisty, bringing that extra bit of sauce to training camp. But do you think Kirk was just trying to assert himself? Hey, I am the guy. This is my team right now, even though no one looked at it that way.
I don't think it was that. I think he was just getting, a little ticked that he kept getting hit. I wouldn't want to get hit by Max Crosby all the time. And what made this even better was this happened on Friday. On Sunday, when they're all back to practice, the Raiders social media team puts out a video that says, if social media admin got hit by Max Crosby, how long would it take for me to get up? And the timing was just immaculate on this. I'm sure they did it days before, but I don't see this anymore as just a training camp scuffle. I mean, what's his name from Bengals, just flinging helmets around on the first day of training, for Cincinnati. I feel like that didn't get as much press coverage as this, but like I said, it was Max Crosby. Obviously, the whole trade debacle. Is he going to stay in Vegas? I'm not. The hopes, if the Raiders can win 3, maybe 4 games this year, successful season. I think we're going to be horrific. This season's a wash.
Do you think they put Crosby back on the block?
Oh,
I think they're still listening offers for him.
I don't think he ever left. I don't even think he ever left the trade block. I think it definitely cooled down after some concerns with the knee.
Maybe there was a little bit of
hesitation
from Baltimore, a little buyer's remorse, plus enough there where they could not pass him on a physical.
Exactly. And obviously Max Crosby's pretty healthy. Kirk Cousins is taking exception to him running at him. So, I don't think Crosby ever left the block. I think Dallas would be a really good landing spot for Max Crosby.
That there, especially with Jerry saying he's ready to trade a little bit more.
What I worry about, and I don't think it'll ever happen because they're in the division, is the Denver Broncos pulling something out. Because Max Crosby, as much it kills me as a Raider fan, and I can't believe I'm about to say what I'm about to say, but he fits both teams.
He's an outstanding defensive end. He's remarkable. And he's that piece that you saw why
Vance Joseph
Baltimore was willing to trade first-round draft capital to bring him in. And it's one of those guys, when you look at, as I was just discussing with Quinnen Williams, how he found his way to Dallas, because Dallas felt they weren't good enough to just have a defensive end. That's that kind of extra piece to me. Like defensive ends, really good pass rushers. It's the icing on top. It's why the Rams brought in Myles Garrett.
Well, I'm here.
Cleveland was, and I think Cleveland's defense is good, but they realize they're not that team yet, so let's maximize this value here. And when you have a pass rusher, you add it to a good team. That's when I'm thinking about, first round draft pick for a top level pass rusher, that makes sense for a good defense versus trying to get the other way around. Like, my defense isn't great, but I got a pass rusher. Timing and the Crosby situation is definitely still one to watch. But hey, Kirk Cousins stepping up.
What a
QB1 for now.
You like that.
For now.
You like that.
In Vegas. 505-246-0610 Sports Animal Hotline and text line for you this morning. Well, you brought up that defense in Denver, and they are talking about a record, and could they hit that record this season? We'll hit that. Still a ton to get to this morning. A lot from Lobo football. Got some conversations with the Trip Walsh, Jameer Torres, tight end and quarterback, talking about iron sharpens iron, what it's like going against this Lobo defense and how this defense has evolved from last season. Hear from you as well. It's the opening drive right here on 95.9 FM, AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This message brought to you by Sandia
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. one love.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is Pro View. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66, built by generations past.
Well, talking about pass rushers, this defense talking a big game. Expectations, but are the expectations high enough for this franchise? Look at the odds, not as great as you'd expect for a team that was in the AFC Championship game last year. What it do? Welcome into the opening drive right here on 95.9 FM, AM 610, the Sports Animal. JJ Buck, Carlos Tenorio with you this morning. Adrian holding it down on ProView Network. You can catch the show on Xfinity Channel 26 and also streaming online. Appreciate everyone joining us. Jeff Symbieta back tomorrow, getting a chance to get a little time away before the craziness of college football season hits us. Just 25 days until the Lobos open this season, but sooner than that for the week 0 games. Look at that schedule. Saturday, August 29th, a gigantic game. The last game of the day on Fox, Memphis at UNLV. That's could be a CFP elimination type game because UNLV has the same thoughts of they're going to win the Mountain West Conference and be in position for a college football playoff bid. Memphis probably wants to try to sneak in there, and that's an opener that could eliminate one of those teams. And then you look at the new look Pac-12, they're going to be in that mix for the group of 6 bid. And so that's a heck of an opener for UNLV at home against Memphis. 505-246-0610 Sports Animal Hotline and next line for you this morning. Just talking about defensive ends, building our front 7. You know, the Cowboys extending all-pro defensive tackle Quinnen Williams. That became the 3rd largest deal for a defensive tackle in NFL history. But you got a defense that is hoping to stay the same and maybe get a little bit better. The Broncos, if you look at the odds to win the Super Bowl, at plus 2,000. So that's tied for the 13th shortest odds. Doesn't really sound short when you put it that way. Over under only 9.5 wins for the Broncos this season. A team that won 14 games last year, went to the AFC Championship game. I think they slide back a little bit, not necessarily because they're a worse team, I think with the Chargers and Chiefs, I think 12 is the number that takes that division this year between that trio. But the Broncos still confident in that defense, and they're gunning for the NFL sack record as a team. Look at their defensive lineman, Zach Allen, he's one of the more underrated pieces in the league. Zach Allen isn't a lineman that wows you with sack numbers. He's an interior pass rusher. He's in a 3-down front a lot for the Broncos, but he creates a ton of pressures. He's up there when it comes to defensive tackles that are collapsing the pocket. He wants his team to break the sack record this season, and he was outspoken about it, as was his teammate DJ Jones. And what is that number? Well, it's 72. The record for sacks in the season was set by the 1984 Bears. And we know, new era, NFL football, you get an extra game. You get another opportunity, a few more games compared to in the past, to break regular season records. But the Broncos think they can break it. DJ Jones, Stephen Lyman said, quote, "We can break it. We can break that record." What is it, 72? Yeah, we can break. The Broncos finished with 68 sacks last season. So do they have 5 more sacks in them this year? We shall see. But that defense, looking at teams to match and or surpass expectations, and you see the odds, 9.5 seems a little bit light to me when I was looking at the Broncos. I thought they'd be more 10.5 with what they did last season, but just 9.5 is the over-under going into the season for the Broncos. That's a unit that you trust. I think for them to take that next step, as we've discussed, it's the offense. And it's just Bo Nix continuing to assert himself as, top 12 quarterback in the NFL with upside. There's a reason that they felt, Jalen Waddle was worth the first and third round pick, is to bring him over to add some explosiveness. Now, Waddle, just a couple days of practice, soft tissue injury, always one that you have to keep an eye on early in camp, especially with the skill position players. Those soft tissue injuries can end up lingering just a bit. But, if the defense is hungry for it, Denver to match and or surpass expectations this season, I do think it's that offense that goes to another level. Now, I don't have any concerns with Bo Nix or the passing game with Waddle and Cortland Sutton. It's going to be a consistent run game. J.K. Dobbins left practice early yesterday, and they're still relying on him. We'll see if R.J. Harvey can continue his development. He got a lot more touches than I realized last season, just in the overall scheme of that offense. But he was a second-round pick out of UCF that were just super hype about anyone going into a Sean Payton offense. There's always a lot of buzz around them. But to me, it's a more consistent run game as well for that Broncos offense. And with Davis Webb taking over the play calling, it's always that question, is he taking over the play calling? Is this actually going to be any different with Sean Payton there? Sean Payton is going to set the tone, but Davis Webb, I'm interested to see how they work in the run game. J.K. Dobbins stay healthy enough to be efficient. Then you have the complementary piece in R.J. Harvey, and maybe who else potentially emerges throughout camp in that Broncos backfield. But they're an interesting team to look at when you look at just the over-under, just 9.5. And there are a couple teams that stood out. I was looking at about expectations going into the season, and coming up at the top of the hour, run down just our early thoughts on who the division winners are going to be. And another one of those teams that this one isn't as surprising based on the division, which is similar to the AFC West because of how tight it's going to be. It was the Packers. They're at 9.5 wins going into the season. And the second half of the season, it was rough for Green Bay. If you remember, they were 9-3-1 and actually were playing the Denver Broncos, and they had a lead in the third quarter of that game. That's when Micah Parsons tore his ACL. They ended up losing that game. They go on to lose their next 3 games after that, get to the playoffs, build a 21-3 lead over the Chicago Bears, and lose in the wild card game. So it was a very rough finish to the season for the Packers. But those were 2 teams that jumped out at me. And then when just kind of setting expectations that just 9.5 was the over-under for Green Bay and Denver going through the season. You can kind of see it with Packers in that division, battling the Bears and the Lions. I do think the Lions are set for a bounce back, everything that they have offensively. And I think that's going to be a very fun division, just like the AFC West, where there's 3 teams that you can say, hey, this team is going to win division, and this is why. 505-246-0610, Sports Animal Hotline and text line for you this morning. We'll dive into those division winners coming up at 8 o'clock this morning. Who's taking each division? Is it going to be an underdog? Because there's turnover. There's change, but there's just some teams that it's hard to pick against going into this season. It's opening drive right here on the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by
Built
Taco
for
Bell.
generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you.
Woo! All kinds of football. Football for the hands, football with your feet, football and football. Gotta love it. This summer flew by, I think, a lot because as a sports fan, the World Cup was so enjoyable.
I miss it.
And it just filled so much time. Love it. Now I want... Is the stick to sports crowd ever going to stick to sport?
No.
Because they sure love to put their neck out there anytime they think it's their side in it. The FIFA stuff, I think it's hard for people to wrap their head around. How could something that big be that messy and no one say anything really until now? I think there's some people like, what is going on? But then I think a little bit of that is, when you have that much power and money associated with things, people will bend the rules and look the other way for a long time.
Oh,
but we'll see what happens with that, because there's soccer federations finally speaking out against Infantino and FIFA, but then Donald Trump's getting in there and like, woo-wee, goodness gracious. That was going on, and that was extremely crazy. But when it comes to football, what we're seeing with defeat as well, New Mexico United absolutely rolling unbeaten in 11 games across all competitions. Excuse me, even going back to cup play, 9.30, 30 points on this season. They slipped past Tulsa for third in the West, and they'll play Tulsa on Saturday. So they're absolutely rolling after they had an incredible comeback against Monterey Bay over the weekend. They were down 2-1, and they scored 4 goals in 17 minutes. Final 17 minutes of that game is they are just absolutely rolling. And I wanted to make sure Carlos was here for this conversation, but this team is just, you would say, is on a heater right now, New Mexico United.
Oh man, would I say the hottest team in the USL? Yes, New Mexico United has gone 10 unbeaten. That you could draw in soccer, right? But they've won 6 in a row, and really 11 unbeaten. We played an international friendly.
That, as you said, it wasn't officially.
It wasn't. It was like a preseason game in the middle. It's like the All-Star game, right? So we played a team from Mexico City, Atlante FC. Their manager is Miguel Herrera, who used to manage the Mexican national team. They're doing really good in Liga MX this year. Tied with Club America, which is a massive team. Destroyed Cruz Azul, which is another massive team, and then beat the Vancouver White. So they're having a really good year. It looked really good for us. But yeah, 6 games in a row unbeaten for New Mexico United. The game on Saturday was remarkable, and it was a late kickoff. It was on CBS Sports Network, which was amazing to see. New Mexico United on that. And it was a late kickoff. We were playing Monterey Bay in Seaside, California. Very cold, apparently, evening. Went down 2-1. Monterey Bay, last place, first 73 minutes.
They were buzzing, though, man. They were
frustrating. Monterey Bay was mad, was having the time of their life against us for the first 73 minutes. And then New Mexico United said, all right, well, they've had enough of their fun. They proceeded to score 4 goals in 17 minutes to rout Monterey Bay 5-2 to move into third place. And the best part about this is New Mexico United has only played 15 matches. Everyone else has played 3 more matches than New Mexico United. If New Mexico United, catches up and wins those 3 matches, they'll be in first place by a good amount of points.
You're going to start putting some people behind you in the standings.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And, now we can start talking. Once that happens, now, obviously, we got to win the games in front of us, and we're going to knock on the wood for that. But, if you were to do that, now you're behind Tampa Bay, who's leading the Eastern Conference by 2 points, and the winner of the regular season gets some silverware, too. This is arguably the best New Mexico United team I've seen ever. We're about to pass 100 career wins.
And this is
regular season wins.
Well, not this roster specifically, but the one last year went on a nice postseason run. So that's saying a lot.
Yeah,
about the way you feel about this team. Carlos Tenorio with you, JJ Buck. United rolling a little football and football hands and feet. 505-246-0610. Let's get to the phones. Dan, you're on the opening drive. What's up, Dan?
Morning, JJ, man. I can't believe your Hito's already in second grade, bro. It seems like only yesterday, huh?
It is crazy, as everyone knows.
Right on, man. That's really good to hear. Enjoy them now that they're little, bro, because they grow real fast. Hey, I just wondering, the Lobo practices, are they open to the public, or can you go watch them? Are they on the field? Are they in the practice facility, or what's the story on that?
They are open to the public.
So you can just kind of walk around that back ramp and go to the field and just get out of the way, or what?
That is correct. As long as you stay out of the way, you're on the sidelines, just being safe, you can observe Lobo football practice.
Okay, that's really cool. I think we're going to try and do. We haven't done that before, but I think that might be interesting. Okay, man, you guys have a great day, and everybody in Santa Fe, stay out of that smoke.
Definitely. Football as well, the fire going up north, and as always, definitely, keep an eye out of anything. News is updating that. I know a lot over on News Radio KKOB, but we'll stay alert too if any drives start upcoming to need, especially as that fire grows up north. And what we do, come together as a state and step up when needed. So definitely we'll keep an eye on that news. Of course, over News Radio KKOB, and then if anything pops up in terms of donation drives, we'll always be updated too in our Cumulus radio station family. So 505-246-0610, Sports Animal hotline and text line. And Lobo football practice, it is open to the public. Of course, you can go out there, observe what is going on, and it's a quarterback competition. Now, James Lopestein, Luke Moga, we're going to see both these guys against Central Michigan. Now, the question is, all right, which one is going to get to start that game? Which one will probably have the opportunity to take more snaps in that game? That is still what head coach Jason Eck and this offensive staff is trying to figure out. As Coach Eck said yesterday after practice, he hopes to have a starter named within 2 weeks of the opening game, September 5th against Central Michigan, because Jack Lane is still not throwing a football right now. He's Carlos. I'm JJ. Got Adrian producer on ProView, and this is the opening drive on 95.9 FM, AM 610, the Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
is a proud supporter of ProView Networks. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on
The Opening Drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal. Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
1 out of 2 usually ain't bad. Symbieta back tomorrow. Got to sneak in the time when you can before it gets cray-cray. With college football season, the countdown is on. August 29th is 0 week, but for the Lobos, it's September 5th, the home opener against Central Michigan. And we're talking quarterback, we're talking development. Going to hear from Sean Ryder. We'll see. You know, it's early. I know talked to Sean about coming on, but morning for news folks, always questionable.
You know,
a little bit early.
We've had Jeff Grammer on. We've had David Glovak on from the Journal. You know, as long as Sean, is he coming in or is he calling?
No, it'd be a phoner.
Okay, because the last time Sean Ryder was here, he came into the production area and he knocked down our board over here. And I had never seen what was behind that board in all my years working here. But all it took was Ryder being in here for about a minute.
Yoked up.
And the board came crashing down. So good to know that it's over the phone. The board, you're safe today. All right, is there with the picture of Jamal Mashburn and Jalen House on it? Yeah, that was good guy though, man. Would love to have him on.
Yeah, it's a great job. The Lobo football beat reporter for the Albuquerque Journal. Catch up with him. Been chatting it up at practice and, of course, yesterday with the comments from head coach Jason Eck about wanting to name a starting quarterback 2 weeks before the opener. That lets you know it's probably not going to be Jack Lane to start the season coming off that elbow injury. Carlos Norio, JJ Book with you, Adrian Producing on ProView Networks. All right, let's do a little first name off the top. Division winners in the NFL, looking at preseason expectations, who's going to match and or surpass expectations. Let's start in the AFC East. It's two teams. There's only two teams that can win in the AFC East. The New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. The Patriots in the Super Bowl last season. The Buffalo Bills coming up short in the playoffs. Will Josh Allen get over the hump? Can he get it done? They got a brand new stadium. They'll figure out some of the sightline issues moving forward. But the Patriots, a 14-3 team last year. Bills 12-5. Who wins the AFC East?
The Miami, no.
The New York
Jets. Give me the Patriots, man. You know, I don't think they're that good of a team. I think they got lucky with Denver. I think they're a very lucky team, and their luck ran out.
Pretty good to get the AFC Championship game.
Yeah, against Jarrett Stidham. But yeah, give me the Pats. But they're going to win it by one game. The Bills will come in second. They'll make a wild card. I think the Bills win 12 games. I think the Pats win 13. I think it's going to be a really good race, and then they'll split against each other and make it even better.
New England, they were crazy last year, 8-0 on the road. So
tough to do, man.
See, a little regression there because the schedule is going to be harder. They play a first place schedule. They're 6-3 at home. I think the Bills edge the Patriots by a game. I just think you're going to continue to see Josh Allen operate as the best quarterback in the NFL. I think he's right there. Yes, Patrick Mahomes is in this league. Patrick Mahomes has the resume, but I think there's still some questions about who's around Patrick Mahomes this season in terms of looking at the player as the best quarterback in the NFL. I got the Bills edging the Patriots in a fantastic AFC East battle between those two teams. But give me Josh Allen by a game. AFC North, if healthy, yes, Cincinnati is going to be in the race. The Baltimore Ravens primed to bounce back with a healthy Lamar Jackson. And the Pittsburgh Steelers won the division with a 10-7 record last year, getting by with Mike Tomlin and Aaron Rodgers. Well, now you got Mike McCarthy and Aaron Rodgers, but they got through because of some of the injuries to the other folks. Will Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow stay healthy? Will those offenses explode like you expect them to? Who wins the AFC North?
There's always that one division every year in the NFL where every team is just mediocre, and that's going to be the AFC North this year. I don't see any team that really stands out to me. The Browns are going to finish in last. That's no shock there. But the Bengals, can they stay healthy, historically speaking? No, I don't see that changing anytime soon. The Ravens, buyer's remorse. They do lose Lindenbaum on the offensive line. That's a huge blow.
The Raiders paid him a bag play center for them.
And then we got Max Crosby. It was great. I think Pittsburgh weeks by with maybe a 9-8 record, if not an 8-9 record. I really think they'll just all gang up on each other. It'll be as the AFC, East will be a beautiful ballad. The NFC North is going to be a night fight. And I think they're all just it's going to be cannibalization among teams. Everyone's going to beat up on the Browns. That's 2 wins for each team. But I think Pittsburgh wins this division, with an 8-9, 9-8 record.
You're right on them beating each other up. I don't think that they all just demolished the Browns. The Browns were 2-4 in that division last year with the same questions at quarterback. Defensively, I think Cleveland's good. Now, I think Cleveland will be similar there, where they pick off a couple games against their division opponents. Pittsburgh 4-2 in that division. Baltimore 3-3. I am trusting Baltimore and the health of Lamar Jackson. The Ravens win the AFC North. I think that's a double-digit win team, but I do agree with how tight the battle is going to be because those teams just historically do beat each other up in the division. And he said you just have to keep asking yourself, is it going to be a full season of Joe Burrow? Because it's a special offense with him healthy, but so many times we've seen him not be there. And then Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Chase Brown, and not getting the same bang for your buck. Joe Burrow there. And I like the just injection of Lawrence. Nice in the middle, big time defensive tackle, but is that going to be enough to change that defense for the Bengals?
No. I mean, it's what good is your defense if your offense also can't? You win a game, you lose a game 10-3 without Joe Burrow. I mean, Jamar Chase. Does he stick around if Burrow goes down, right, and is out for the season?
Yeah,
I see Cincinnati shipping off someone like T. Higgins or Chase to try and get Joe Burrow some much needed offensive line support because he just gets pummeled every single season since they went to the Super Bowl. That man has not been able to stay healthy because his offensive line is, wet paper bag.
So I got the Baltimore Ravens, and you are Aaron Rodgers' last 2 Raw sneaks out the division. That your final answer?
Yep. I think Aaron Rodgers and Pittsburgh sneak it out.
Mike McCarthy, Aaron Rodgers' last ride gets a division championship in the AFC North. AFC South, last year the Jaguars won a 13-4 record. The Houston Texans were 12-5. These two teams were on fire down the stretch. Jaguars won their last 8. Houston won their last 9. And we've discussed the pressure on C.J. Stroud. Yes, his last game was no bueno. 4 interceptions against the New England Patriots in the playoffs. But C.J. Stroud, 3 years at quarterback, 3 postseason wins. So he gets the Texans to the playoffs, and he's won a game. The lasting impression, not great because of that playoff performance. But I'm still high on C.J. Stroud. However, I like the direction of the Jaguars. I think Lee Cohen has allowed Trevor Lawrence to settle into the guy that we expected him to be, to develop in the passing offense. I like the depth of the wide receiver core, maybe not an elite number one guy, Parker Washington, Brian Thomas Jr., Jacoby Myers. It's solid. Questions in the run game. You know, Travis, Echan, called him Etienne forever, but I guess it's Echan.
When did that happen?
It happened over the summer. And he's in New Orleans, so, he's really leaning into it. He was a good running back. They move on. So they're relying on veteran guys to step up and really say, hey, we can replace production without spending a lot of money. But I still am going with the Jacksonville Jaguars to win the AFC South. The one team that was off to a great start last year was the Colts. They were 8-2. Daniel Jones tore his Achilles. I think they're going to be competitive, but first season back off an Achilles for a quarterback is always a challenge. Even with the reports being good, Daniel Jones saying he feels good. Yes, he's playing, but there's always that question mark. There's always an asterisk first season back from an Achilles. I think it's going to be, again, the Jaguars, the Texans, with the Jaguars edging out Houston.
It's still Indiana Jones. Give me the Colts in this division.
Ooh,
I have full faith in Indiana Jones. But 3 teams. It's very rare we talk about the AFC South like this. Usually, the way we just talked about the AFC North, we talk about the AFC South as that division. 3 teams in the AFC South make the playoffs this year. The Colts win the division, followed by the Texans, the Jags, and then the Titans. They're getting there. They're getting better. They're improving. I think they can play spoiler in this division as well late in the season. A divisional game in Nashville can be a trap game for one of these teams. But, yeah, I think Colts, Texans, Jags, and then Titans on that one. And it's going to be a pretty competitive. Okay. It's going to be a fun division.
You're buying into
I'm bought in on
Daniel Jones Achilles, no problem.
Yeah, no problem, man. I mean, he's not on the Giants, so he's not seeing ghosts.
That was Sam Darnold.
Oh, yes, that's right. That was Sam Darnold with the Jets.
But get your point. With what happened with some of those young quarterbacks, Daniel Jones, Sam Darnold. Hey, Jones won a playoff game for the Giants. Tip your cap, but now look at Sam Darnold, Super Bowl champion. All right, let's get to the AFC West before we take this break, and we'll dive into the NFC. Got the Broncos coming off a 14-3 season. The Chargers 11-6. Chargers were a wild card. There's the injury and the struggles before the injury for Patrick Mahomes and Kansas City. They were 6-11. The Raiders 3-14. I look at the AFC West, and I think 12 gets it done. If you're a 12-win team in the AFC West, you win that division, and I think it is going to be the Broncos by a game winning the AFC West.
Yeah, this is the easiest division for me because I watch them so much. Yeah, Denver runs away with this division. I think they run away. I think the Chiefs will be good, but how healthy can they stay late in the season? They're starting to get a little older. I think you can only ride the arm of Patrick Mahomes so long. Charger. I've never been a fan of Justin Herbert.
Okay.
I think Justin Herbert is Derek Carr with a better PR. Like, truthfully, that is Justin Herbert. He is Derek Carr with a better PR team. They have this, they're very similar quarterbacks. So I've never been a fan of the Chargers. The Raiders are going to be awful. Like I said earlier, if we win 4 games, that's a good year. I think we can. I think we can win 4 games. I think we still a game from the Chargers, and we played the Chiefs the last week of the season, so they'll probably be resting everybody. That means Aiden O'Connell will start. He always beats the Chiefs. But yeah, I think Denver's such a solid team. Saw them twice last year in person, and yeah, I give me the Broncos. God, I can't say it, but give me Denver.
The Herbert talk is fascinating because he's definitely a talented guy, and is it a Charger situation? You compared him to Derek Carr. I've compared him to Matthew Stafford in Detroit at times. But speaking of Derek Carr, he is now a special advisor to the head coach for UCLA football.
Yeah, let's go, DC.
But he said he might be open. If a playoff team needs a quarterback, you throw that out there. He might warm up that arm.
Nah, man, stay in UCLA. It's nice in Southern California.
We'll see.
You enjoy it, DC.
AFC division winners. Who's going to take home in the NFC divisions? We hit that next right here on the Sports Animal.
Coming soon, your long wait for football.
We would like
is
to thank the
over.
following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle,
like Kellen Moore, what he's done, a lot of tempo, pace to that offense. They added Jordan Dyson, Travis Etienne in the offseason. Still got Alvin Kamara and Chris Olave there. It's a lot for the Saints. Are you buying into them? The preseason hype in the New Orleans Saints. Who is winning the NFC South?
The New Orleans. You know, I truthfully believe the Saints win this division. This is another horrific division. The Buccaneers are awful. They're holding Baker Mayfield hostage.
They're holding him hostage because he didn't want $100 million?
They're holding him hostage. That man has done everything for your franchise. Everything. Buccaneers are awful. The Falcons are... I think the Falcons are pretty good. I think the Falcons can be good.
I like the pieces, the quarterback.
Yeah.
Ugh. Penix or Tua.
And I think the Panthers can be good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this... I think it'll be a competitive division, but I do think... I know the Panthers made the playoffs last year. I know. I get that. But I really like this New Orleans Saints team with Kellen Moore, what he's done there, as you said, in New Orleans. They got the vibes of Drew Brees going into the Hall of Fame, too. Yeah, give me the Saints to go marching into the playoffs. But I do think the Panthers give them a run for their money and come in second. Nice new stadium upgrades coming to Carolina, too, it looks like.
Okay. This is one... I don't think Tampa Bay is holding Baker Mayfield hostage. I can understand not wanting to maybe give him a top 3 or 4 quarterback contract in the NFL, but I will take a motivated, a frustrated, a hungry Baker Mayfield to win that division. I think they get something figured out with Vita Vea to start the season, but I'm going with who right now is the best quarterback in that division. It is Baker Mayfield, even with Tyler Shuck ascending. Bryce Young, you know, he's in that mold. He's in that mid-tier quarterback where you can win some games. There's enough trust there, but is the ceiling that high? I don't necessarily think so, but I'm going to go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to take the NFC South. Move on to the NFC North, another one of those stacked divisions where 3, maybe 4 teams, if you feel one of those quarterbacks is going to click. For the Vikings between Kyler Murray and J.J. McCarthy. The Bears were 11-6 last year. We talked about what happened. The Packers were 9-3-1 to start the season. Ended up losing 4 in a row. Then year finished 9-7-1. I think the Lions, who were 9-8 last year, now there's still some question marks with the defense and some pieces there, but the offense, they had the best scoring differential in that division, even finishing in last place. They were 9-8 along with Minnesota. NFC North, who takes the crown?
The Detroit Lions are back, baby. Give me the Lions to win this division. I really like Jared Goff. They had a little bit of an off-season issue. I don't think we can speak much about what happened on there with said player, but
with their cornerback allegedly maybe participating in a robbery / kidnapping, and yet that cornerback Terry Arnold still somehow visiting NFL teams in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, makes no sense. But yeah, give me the Lions. I really like this team. I think the Bears have historically speaking, they'll have one really good year. The vibes are high right there on the lake, and then they crash and burn the next year.
I'm with you on the Lions. I'm saying though the North gives us 3 playoff teams.
Yeah, I can see. The
Bears, Packers, Lions.
I'm right there with.
All go to the playoffs, but I'm with you on Detroit football winning the NFC North. Let's head out west and the Super Bowl favorites, the hype train, awaiting the Aaron Donald decision. It's a Ram, but then you have the reigning Super Bowl champion, Seattle Seahawks, whose defense was fantastic. I think that unit is going to stay the same and get better. Offensively, Sam Darnold, what he was able to do last season, even throwing the 3rd most interceptions in the NFL, turned Jackson Smith and Jigba into the offensive player of the year. Yeah, they let Kenneth Walker go to Kansas City, but they drafted a running back in the 1st round, Price from Notre Dame. Charbonnet working his way back. They hope to have him in the rotation. And yes, the 49ers, despite all the injuries, despite your head coach being in concussion protocol, they find ways to win games, as they did last year in the playoffs against Philadelphia. But at some point in time, is the bottom going to fall out from the 49ers? Are they just going to be too old? Christian McCaffrey, playing it safe, resting. He had some soreness. Did not practice yesterday, but Mike Evans already with a soft tissue injury. Still, you have to talk about those 3 teams as squads that can win that division, because they were all playoff teams last year. 14 wins for the Seahawks, 12 for the Rams and 49ers. Who wins the NFC West?
The 49ers have an issue with their electrical substation, so they're not going to stay healthy. But, man, it's hard to root against the Rams. That defense is so good. Even if Aaron Donald does not join the team, the Rams are so good. Matthew Stafford is a really good quarterback. I've loved Stafford since he was with Detroit. My dad's a Lions fan, so I grew up watching the Calvin Johnson, Matthew Stafford teams. And, this reminds me of those teams just with a little bit more defensive help that Detroit had. So I really like the Rams and Matthew Stafford. I think Sam Darnold and the Seahawks. See, it's hard. The NFC is a hard place to be a team, because you got the NFC North. I think they can get 3 playoff teams. I think the NFC West can get 2 playoff teams, in the Rams and Seahawks. I think the Niners just barely miss out. The Cardinals are the Cardinals. But yeah, give me the Rams, followed by the Seahawks, 49ers, then the Cardinals.
I'm on the Los Angeles Rams as well. I'm on the Symbieta hype train to the moon with this squad. Seattle's going to be good. And I know we've had this back and forth, and Jeff's kind of, you come at me at times. I don't think Seattle's going to be bad, but it's just a regression. I just, that run kind of we saw with Kansas City. I don't think Seattle's going to do that. With Jalen Hurts and the Eagles, being able to go multiple Super Bowls, I just think it's tough in sports to repeat. It's tough in sport to get back to a championship game again. Is Seattle going to be a playoff team? Yeah. I don't think they're winning 14 games. I don't see that from them this season. I think there's a little regression with the Seahawks. Still a good football team, but I'm going with the Rams to win that division. And lastly, the NFC East. You look at a division, and now has John Harbaugh leading the New York Giants. Jaden Daniels, the injury, the disappointment, the sophomore slump last season after his exciting, fantastic rookie season. Again, that team we talk about, the Philadelphia Eagles, there's always questions about Nick Sirianni, this, that, and the other, but they just find ways to win games. And then the Dallas Cowboys, off-season champs, the Dallas Cowboys, with what they've done with that defense. Philadelphia 11-6 last season. The Cowboys 7-9, Commanders 5-12, Giants 4-13. I'd be buying stock in Jackson Dart and the New York Giants. I like the trajectory of that team. I am worried about the Commanders and losing their left tackle right now, even with Jaden Daniels coming back healthy, having Terry McLaurin and Stephon Diggs, nice weapons, but they don't need some young pieces to step up defensively. That unit was not good last year. Give me the Dallas Cowboys to win it, the NFC East. I'm in on Dak Prescott. That offense stacked with CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, Javonte Williams is solid. 1,200-yard rusher last year. I can see him going for another 1,000 yards this season. And what they've done defensively. Up front, Quentin Williams, Kenny Clark. The secondary, Caleb Downs, Swiss Army knife, bringing in Jalen Thompson. I got the Cowboys winning the NFC East.
Hang the banner, off-season champions 2026. Hang it high in the rafters next to the We Play World Cup
Hang it over
games.
the windows to block the sun.
I will say, at that World Cup game, when the windows were blocked, it was perfect. Jerry knows how to. If he can't build a team, Jerry can't build a team. Man, that guy can build a stadium. Let me tell you, that's a gorgeous place. But yeah, I'm still on this Eagles hype train. I think Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts are a good wombo combo there in Philly. So give me the EAGLES Eagles to win the division. I think, like I said earlier in the show, I think the Cowboys will have some improvement. I think maybe they push for a wild card spot. There's just too many question marks for my liking with the Cowboys. I do think I like the Commanders too. A lot more question marks. I think Bill will have a good season. I think Jaden Daniels will have a good season. I think their defense will be one of the most scored on in the NFL. The Commanders will finish last in this division. I really like Jackson Dart in this New York Jets team. I really do. You got John Harbaugh there now. Right? Did I get the right Harbaugh?
Yep.
John Harbaugh.
John there.
Yeah, it's weird.
Jim in LA.
LA. Yeah, it's weird to think that John's not in Baltimore anymore. But yeah, I really like this Giants team too. They showed a lot of promise towards the end of the year. Thanks to them, the Raiders got the number 1 overall pick. So maybe I'm being a little biased because of that. But yeah, I think the Eagles, Cowboys, Giants, then Commanders. I think this will be a really good division. I do think, think about it more. I do think the Cowboys could probably push for a playoff spot. It's hard. The NFC is usually we're talking about this with the AFC, but you have 3 really good teams in the NFC North. You have 1 really good team in the NFC South, and maybe another one. You have 3 really good teams in the NFC West, and then you have 2 really good teams in the NFC East. It's a hard conference to predict.
Football, baby.
But I'm going with the Eagles. I think the Cowboys, they might sneak in right under the radar, make the playoffs. If not, they'll be 1 game out. I think they'll have some improvement if they can stay healthy. That's the big thing. If Dak stays healthy.
Well, that's every starting quarterback in the NFL. If quarterback can stay healthy. Way late for this, but you gotta take it right here on the Sports Animal.
This report brought to you by Glasheen Baez and Enderman Injury
We
Attorney.
would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area.
For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you.
NBA, stay strong. Get yourself Spurs Knicks. Kick off the action, a little finals rematch. Heat and Celtics. That should be fun. Giannis in the Heat taking on Jason Tatum in the Celtics. How about this? 5 p.m. Christmas Day. Philadelphia, LA Lakers. LeBron James. Luka Doncic. Like this one as well. Thunder and T-Wolves. And then your nightcap, Nuggets and Warriors.
Warriors. We're gonna be so bad this year, but that'll be
Steph
nice.
Curry probably gonna score 45 points Christmas Day,
and we'll still
beat
lose.
the Denver Nuggets.
We'll still lose. Well, I don't know where I'll be for Christmas. Hopefully, I'll be traveling for a bowl game for UNM, but I might be up in Denver with my girlfriend's family, who are big Nuggets fans. So that would be that'd be a fun one to watch.
Christmas nightcap. The NBA
till they send me out in the cold.
Day schedule is out, and those are some fantastic matchups. That's all you can do is put good games on the schedule. You know the NFL is always going to win, but you can't give up. You still got to do your thing. And the NBA putting together a fantastic Christmas Day schedule for you, and there you go. We have a fun birthday bash coming up August 22nd at Isleta Sportsbook. It is 12 to 3. It's a big thank you to everyone that still consumes local radio, sports talk radio, hangs out with us on The Sports Animal. Do you want to meet Jeff Symbieta? I know you do. Then come on out to the birthday bash, which is Saturday, August 22nd at Isleta Sportsbook, 12 to 3. Hanging out, having a good time, be giving stuff away. But if you just want to be handed a swag bag, if you want to be a VIP at our birthday bash, give us a call right now, 505-246-0610. You will get a VIP entry to our birthday bash, which you plus one, you'll be on the winner's list. You can come out and enjoy everything, but VIPs is going to get a little bit extra. You're going to get yourself that swag bag and some of the awesome gifts that we're going to have available to everyone. You get to call yourself a VIP for a day. Come out, hang out with Jeff Symbieta. And again, it's just a thank you to you for allowing this station to be around this long, for giving us this opportunity to hang out with you every single day. And an ever-changing landscape in sports media is one of those that is also ever-changing. The fact that you give the Sports Animal your time and you allow us this morning show to continue to thrive. We appreciate you. And that's what the birthday bash is all about. Having a good time, hanging out, having some fun. But we want to give a couple of y'all a little VIP treatment, the extra swag bag. So if you'd like to be a VIP, give us a call right now, 505-246-0610 for the Sports Animal Birthday Bash coming up Saturday, August 22nd at Isleta Sportsbook.
This report is sponsored by Staples. All right, it's officially the most wonderful.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. find it on ProView Networks.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Our care, right.
We'll have more VIP entries leading up to our birthday bash Saturday, August 22nd. So if you are a winner, congratulations. Thank you to Abel and Jeremy, who are VIPs. By the way, you'll be on a list. So if you win and you're one of our Sports Animal VIPs, you will be on a winner's list at the birthday bash. You can show up anytime you're available that Saturday between 12 and 3 and get your extra perks for being a VIP. But ultimately, it's just an opportunity for all of us to hang out together, have some fun. You can get an autograph, a selfie with Jeff Symbieta, and hang out with all your Sports Animal buddies. Talk some fantasy football. Get ready for Lobo football season. Oh, I'm sure we'll have some basketball conversation as well. Just enjoying a grand old time as this live sportsbook Saturday, August 22nd, 12 to 3 for our birthday bash. JJ Buck, Carlos Tenorio with you this morning. Adrian holding it down on ProView Networks. So there's just a whole bunch of stuff going on with FIFA and their president, Gianni Infantino. There's been backlash about his work trying to sell stakes in the World Cup, trying to essentially make a ton of money off the World Cup when everyone else is like, hold up, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? And now maybe some movement when it comes to the second biggest club. It's the United States and Mexico. Yes, Canada's there. We saw you. We see you, Canada. But in terms of like the buzz and the matchups, it's the United States versus Mexico when it comes to CONCACAF action. And they might be bouncing.
Yeah, conference realignment might be hitting
international soccer.
International. So Mexico has thrown, which is shocking, that Mexico has thrown their support, and kind of heartbreaking for somebody that has supported the Mexican national team, behind Infantino after every other team in CONCACAF. So the way, FIFA's set up for folks that only watch during the World Cup, and that's perfectly okay, is each region of the world has their own conference. So think, SEC, ACC, right? It's all unlike college football now. They're regional. So the United States, Mexico, Canada, and pretty much every nation in North America are part of CONCACAF. Every nation in South America are part of CONMEBOL. Then you have UEFA, Europe, and then you have I forgot the term for the
like AFCON is
Africa. There's Asia.
Yeah.
There's Oceania. So everyone has their own federation. Well, Gianni Infantino, it is being reported, has said, and Mexico is in full support of this as well, that if he stays elected, because there's going to be an impeachment vote coming up here very soon, and there's enough teams right now against Infantino to get him out of office. If he stays in, he will let Mexico move out of CONCACAF to CONMEBOL. That means Mexico will not be playing the United States. They'll be playing Argentina, Colombia, Uruguay, Paraguay, all those teams in Brazil, which, yes, kind of sounds like it's a really great opportunity for Mexico. An amazing
good move for the United States.
And the United States dominate CONCACAF. But is it like losing your pay horse, when you leave the conference? It's like, okay, Boise State left. Of course, UNM's going to dominate now because Boise State's gone, So, yeah, we'll see how this plays out, but we'll monitor that. But, man, if Mexico is the lead, that's heartbreaking.
All the drama when it comes to FIFA. Goodness gracious. Can we just clean this up? Can we just enjoy the tournament without all the BS? But with great power comes great corruption. It's unfortunate that we have seen that time and time again. It's the opening drive here on the Sports Animal. Coming up next, Sean Ryder, Albuquerque Journal. We'll talking some Lobo football, what Jason Eck had to say after practice yesterday. And the answers to the questions are there, but when will we get the answers for Lobo football? It's opening drive here on 95.9 FM, AM 610, The Sport.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo.
Oh, good Tuesday. Countdown is on. Lobo football countdown to kick off against Central Michigan. 25 days away. 8 p.m. kickoff out there at University Stadium. 7 p.m. pregame for you all over on News Radio KKOB, UNM Sports Radio Network. Robert Portnoy, Dontrell Moore will get the show started. Then I'll be alongside the former Lobo quarterback, Ned James, as we'll be down on the field. Our spot just in front of the weight room. We hang out there pregame, do our pregame show, watch a warm-up, see what's going on, get the vibe of the team. And on we go. It was always going to be hit or miss because, I touched base with Sean the other day, but hey, can you do Tuesday at 9 a.m.? Sure, I got it, but news, folks, paper and TV, always a question mark anytime we're talking about getting them on the radio in the morning. Understandable. We'll try to catch up with Sean when we can, but still, a lot to get to when it comes to Lobo football. And the question, okay, you're going to see multiple quarterbacks. Now, which one of those quarterbacks will take the most steps? Jack Lane, still not throwing a football. And yesterday after practice, Jason Eck gave an update on his quarterback, saying, there's no timetable for Jack Lane right now, and he wants to name a starting quarterback within 2 weeks of UNM's season opener. Second half of the season, we saw a 2-quarterback system for the Lobos, and it's because Jack Lane was hurt, and that affected his throwing motion. He has the offseason procedure still not back, and I think what we're going to see from the Lobos this season, it is James Lobstein and Luke Moak. Now, which one of those guys will take a step forward? We'll find out. But those are the two that are battling back and forth. And it's not a wow moment right now, but it's fine. They've been fine in camp. And then you also have the second-year quarterback in Toa Avai, who has nice moments as well. But I think with the Lobstein and just having that experience, the one thing with him is just being a little bit more efficient in the pass game. And then, yes, Luke Moga is a talented young player. He just needed experience, some opportunities. And it's tantalizing because Oregon was attached to his name. And I'm glad he was here for spring because I think that was a bit of an eye-opener for him as well. He just didn't come in and light it up because he came from Oregon. It was, okay, this is what he needs to do. And I think all these guys over the summer put in work. That's why it's a legit competition between Lobstein and Moga. Between those two, Toa, some nice moments. But it's efficiency early on. And that Central Michigan game, right out of the gate, I know the Lobos still, even with the question marks with Jack Lane, double-digit favorites in that game. I think it's going to be a little bit tighter.
Oh,
but
really? Double-digit?
They're still double-digit favorites.
Wow.
In that game, the line hasn't moved yet. And it might, given the fact that, Jack Lane isn't playing. And I know a lot of people, it was a roller coaster at times with Jack Lane. And maybe you didn't feel a wow with him at quarterback, but there was stability. And it's a word that I've used a lot because it's coming from the coaches, and it's just efficiency. It's protecting the football. And that's the job of every quarterback, but especially in this offense right now, because is Luke Moga going to be that guy that has a little bit of that extra flair, that has a little bit more of that wow to you? Well, you're just looking at Lobstein as, hey, can you be efficient for us to start the season as we figure this out? This is a really innovative coaching staff. When you look at Jason Eck and what he wants to do and how he wants to lean into the ground game, but he lets Luke Schleichner get creative in the passing game and off the play action game, the movement, how they use the tight ends. Like, this is a very effective offense, and this is an exciting offense when you're talking to the quarterbacks or the skill position players that have joined the University of New Mexico. They like what is there. So this is a big opportunity for one of these guys to not just be efficient, but start to grow and help this offense get to another level. Because they were fine last year, but they're out fine because they had two outstanding running backs. And Damon Bankston and DJ McKinney were just next level, not just in the running game, but also out of the backfield. And I think they'll take a little bit of a step back. Godfrey Humphrey's good, but then you look at, Sibley, the transfer from North Texas, Matthews, the transfer from Memphis. Can one of those guys bring that seventh gear, that's that little bit extra of explosiveness? So, as I've said, the answers are there. It's just how long is it going to take to find some of those answers to the question, which is just who's going to really just step up and take hold of this quarterback position? Where are the explosives going to come from? And defensively, with Brett Carhu eligible, as long as he stays eligible, he's in that 5 for 5 right now. For those players that they were trying to cut it off and say it starts moving forward, he's in that class of 2022. As long as he stays eligible, I don't think that the pass rush is as big of a question as it was with Carhu and James Newby coming into the season. We thought, they weren't going to be there. Well, Carhu is there because he's a fifth-year guy, 5 for 5. They have a ton of returning production. They've added to the secondary. That defense is going to be good. But the one thing with the Lobos, and why you look and the quarterback's just got to be more than fine, just got to be more than efficient. They won so many close ball games at the end of last year. And if you go, whether we're talking NFL, college football, trends, right? It goes the other way. Can you do that again? Can you win so many of those one-score games? And that's why you just need a little bit more at the quarterback position, because you got the defense. You find yourself in those close games. What's going to be the edge this year to pull yourself over the top in those close games?
Yeah, we're talking about the run game, right? With Banks and DJ McKinney gone, right? Scott Trey Humphrey is still with this team. He is a good running back. He had a little inconsistencies last year, hence why he didn't play as much, but he's still one of the better running backs in college football, in my opinion. So I'm not too worried about the run game. I think the run game will be good. Jason Eck loves to run the football, which I love. The pass rush, as you said, as long as he can stay eligible, I think is not that big of a question mark anymore. Jackson Eck is still there. I think our defense will be pretty solid. Special teams, I'm a little
that now slides
interested
in
about.
to the biggest question for me. Outside of the quarterback, just who's going to take over, who can grow. You got a brand new punter, a brand new place kicker, because Luke Dreswicki is kind of the outside looking in when it comes to that 5 for 5, just because he graduated high school in 2021 as opposed to
solid
20. No, he graduated high school in 2021.
Dreswicki did?
Yeah, high school.
Oh, high school. Okay.
And then 2022 was when he started playing, but it's the 2022 high school graduates / players that are in this 5 for 5. So he's kind of in this gray area
because he came to
of eligibility.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
isn't he with some NFL camps though? I believe he was with the Ravens last
but
time.
as long as you don't sign a pro contract,
DJ McKinney, come on back.
It's just like the Texas offensive lineman we were talking about the other day. He was in some mini camps over the summer.
That's right, yeah.
And went back to the University of Texas. As long as you don't sign a pro contract, you can come back. So Dreswicki's kind of in this gray area. So you got a new place kicker, a new punter, new long snapper. Your long snapper transferred to Texas.
Yeah.
And your special teams coordinator, DePrado last year was fantastic, and he goes to Minnesota. So that is an area, you kind of come in and just say, all right, what are your questions? That slides in. To me, that is now, I would say, my number 2 outside of quarterback. Now, the answers are there. It's just, as I say, kind of like who takes over, moves forward. Place kicking might be a little just wobbly early in the season.
Yeah, and I think our punting game will actually improve. I didn't think Daniel Hughes was that good of a punter, personally.
Is it because of social media?
Honestly, I never followed the guy. I've heard he has said some questionable things about UNM, but oh well. What Jason Eck say? Albuquerque's not for everybody. Maybe it's a good thing because we didn't really see Daniel Hughes a lot last year. We weren't punting very often last season. So, and the few punts he did have, at altitude, they were great. But everywhere else, they were just kind of meh from what I saw. His punting in the Rate Bowl was really good. But is Charles Steinkamp, is he our punter? Because he's still eligible, correct?
Right now, Michael Kern is in that competition as well. Steinkamp is still here.
Nice.
So, Steinkamp.
Like Charles. Okay.
Yeah, is in that competition. And so you do see, I know, Romero out there, Nick Romero doing some field goals. So that is a competition that they're still trying to finalize when it comes to special teams. And special teams, especially the second half of the season when, DJ McKinney came in punt returner. He had a punt return for a touchdown. We saw Damon Bankston. Howsam. And kickoff, like special teams was huge for this team last
year. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's my favorite player growing up was Sebastian Janikowski. So I've always loved special teams. I mean, that was probably the only Raider worth watching most of the time. But it's a make or break thing, right? I think about last year, Dreswicki, yet he technically missed one field goal. That ball went through the uprights. It was a good field goal. I was there, right? If he doesn't hit those extra points and field goals against Nevada, we lose. He doesn't. If it's not for Dreswicki, we're not in that Rate Bowl, keeping us in there. Off of a really horrific field, by the way. That field was awful in Arizona. Thank goodness they moved it. But, I mean, some of the punts, when Daniel Hughes did have to punt, he was pretty good. I mean, and just the house calls we had off of punt returns and kick returns to put us in good field position. We don't feel like we have to start behind the 8 ball. Get the ball to 30, 35, wherever it's been moved to now, and wait till the day they move it to the 40, the touchback to the 40. But, as long as you don't have to start behind that 8 ball because of your special teams doing, or you can pin the opposition deep in their own territory because of your special teams, that sets you up for better success. So I'm very interested to see how the special team is going to play out. I will say single game tickets have officially gone on sale, which is really nice. And already we're, starting to see some lighter cherry on this seating map I pulled up for Central Michigan. The end zone is still very dark cherry, but, the UNM home sideline, tickets have gone to medium availability. usually you'd only see that the day of the game. So great to see already.
8 p.m. kickoff. So you should be out of the sun in most areas of that stadium for that opener September 5th. 505-246-0610, Sports Animal Hotline and text line for you this morning. We'll look at that schedule when we come back on the other side. Continue to take your thoughts on Lobo football and everything else. It's the opening drive here on 95.9 FM, AM 610, the Sports Animal.
The Jim Rome Show.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on, savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
There are some questions still to be answered for Lobo football. Jack Lane still not throwing. You're going to see multiple quarterbacks. I think in game one against Central Michigan, James Lopestein, Luke Moga are going to be those guys, and it's just who takes over and gets the majority of the snaps, and then maybe who can run away with it and assert themselves and provide a little bit more than just fine for the Lobo offense. It's opening drive here on The Sports Animal. JJ Buck, Carlos Tenorio with you this morning. And speaking of game times and that schedule, September 5th, 8 p.m. kickoff against Central Michigan for Lobo football. Right now, still 12.5-point favorite on the board.
That's insane. Like, even with Jack Lane, that feels insane.
It's a credit to what the Lobos have coming back. Yes, the expectations for them this season, but I'm surprised because the news about Jack Lane not practicing isn't secret. It's out there. Like your coaches talked about it. It's not one where you show up and they're like, hey, don't put this out there. We don't want this out there. No, it's out there. And they know your quarterback. Now, some of this, I think people were saying, yeah, Jack Lane wasn't that dude. That's why it's still 12.5. But I think any team not having their quarterback and seeing that line still be double digits and not moving, it's very interesting. That at least hasn't come down a little.
Yeah, it feels wrong. You know, I don't know, that 12.5 just seems so much for a team that went to a bowl game against a P5 last year. It just I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Vegas knows something we don't about.
They usually know a little bit when they're setting the lines.
No, I haven't seen much about Central Michigan and what they've done this offseason. I have heard that they have had a lot of roster turnover, but then again, what
get in line
other than us really this last offseason, who hasn't in the group of six?
Group of six, baby. It's not a power conference.
Yeah,
Pac-12.
You heard that right.
The Central Michigan, it's going to be, I think, a fun opener, a decent. No, it's a good challenge, not just a decent challenge. It's a good challenge for the Lobos to open the season. And you look at that stretch, man. To be the team that they want to be, I think they have to head into Mountain West play 3-1.
Yep. I mean, the schedule's prime for it. There's no reason they shouldn't be 3-1.
Central Michigan, Mercyhurst at home. You go play the Sooners.
I'll be there. Super excited.
Enjoy it. Love to get out on one of these trips sometime. It's a little challenging being a studio host, some of the responsibilities, but one year I'd definitely love to take one of these.
I feel like you might be sick on September 19th. I don't know, JJ.
One of these, road trips to these money games, just because it would be a fun experience to get out there. I've had awesome opportunities with basketball. It'd be awesome to just experience one of these football. We'll figure that out one day. No complaints from me. Just saying it would be fun to check out one of these games like Big House, Norman, etc.
Auburn.
And then at New Mexico State, September 26th.
It's going to be a dogfight down there. I mean, I think New Mexico State did get better this offseason. Yeah, he also got a coach coaching for his life down there. I feel like it would be rude of us to just write off the Aggies. They have historically been horrific, but then again, so have we.
It was,
but I feel like they have gotten better. Yes, they lose Tyler Martinez, local product, Volcano Vista alum, my buddy, to Colorado. That's a big blow to the defense, but
who hasn't gone to Colorado from the state of New Mexico recently?
I know.
Goodness.
I know. Yeah, Brandon Hurst, looking at you, buddy. Looking at you. I think this New Mexico State team is going to be much, much more improved. It's in Cruces. Going to be hot because it's Las Cruces, and never mind. I'm not going to make that joke on air, but Las Cruces can get pretty hot in late September. It's a noon kickoff,
1:30
CBS Sports Network.
Yeah, right there, midday, CBS Sports Network.
The roaster on the line.
All the coverage of the roaster. So was last year the first year of that?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
You created?
I did, yes. No, not just me. It was me, Quentin Morrison at UNM, who now runs the student section, Jacob Berveg, who also helps Quentin now, And Joseph Settle at New Mexico State. It was the four of us, 3 Lobos, let that be known, that helped get this going. Coach Jack mentioned it, and I texted Joseph because we'd done like a test run with basketball, and that one still exists, but New Mexico State has won it every year since it existed, so it doesn't really exist, I don't know. But we did a test run, and it was very well received by Coach Hooten and New Mexico State Athletics. So we said, okay, well, I mean, let's do this. And some folks would have liked to see it more grander, but you got to remember it was built by college students that don't have a lot of money on a college budget. And I think we did an okay job.
It is surprising that there wasn't something more with this, Rob.
Yeah. I'm surprised
there's been stuff,
this long.
But
yeah.
It's been in the past. Hasn't really been consistent.
The Maloof Trophy. Does that still exist? Like I will say, I have seen the Maloof Trophy. It still exists. It is hidden deep in the UNM Athletic archives. The Maloof Trophy is real. We will forever have it. But it's felt like something that benefits both of us. I mean, if it wasn't for New Mexico State,
this is something you just need.
Great green chili without New Mexico State, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they've done a great job.
You just need a solid trophy that can go back and forth for a long time.
Yeah. And what's cool is we added little fake chilies in there. So every red chili, the idea is, and obviously we did on a college budget, so things get pretty expensive, is for every UNM win, they put in a red chili with the score and date of that game. And every time New Mexico State wins, they put in a green one because they've, engineered the new hatch green chili model that we've been using since the 1800s. That's very drought resistant. So, and then the few ties is like a yellow chili. But there's a lot more red in there than there is green. But it's supposed to be an ever-changing trophy.
Fun
it's
trophy.
Fun. Yeah, it's fun. It was
for
made
the fans.
made by students. So
the coaches can embrace.
Yeah,
that's fun. I like that.
We're gonna keep it down there. We're gonna hoist it and in Las Cruces. That's gonna be great. Too bad I can't go to that. New Mexico United has a game that night.
There's United game.
Yeah, I guess I gotta work. We gotta work.
Yeah. So that's
3-1 going.
3-1 going into UTEP.
Yeah,
which is your Mountain West opener, October 3rd at home,
2 p.m.
That would
Saturday
mean
Fiesta.
That's why they're doing it.
I have a scoop on that.
Ooh.
We might have. I'm working my hardest on it. Might have a celebrity come to that game. My dear buddy Freddie is coming back to the United States.
Ooh.
And he wants to come watch some college football.
Is he real?
Is
it a CIA op?
I promise.
Was it just to make headlines for the World Cup?
I promise you he's a real guy. His brother was my roommate in college. They are very German. They're from Hamburg. And they really want to come out to New Mexico. They want to watch some college football. So I said, well, you watch UNM, you go to Balloon Fiesta, and then watch New Mexico United on Sunday. So it sounds like, I'm trying to lock it down. We're trying to figure it out. But it sounds like Freddie might be attending that game.
Ooh.
That would be pretty awesome. Yeah.
That would be. How about that? So lining up, if you're 3-1, if you're in New Mexico, going into UTEP, that means your quarterback is playing well. Yeah, your special teams are answering the questions early in the season, and you're hitting expectations with everything else when it comes to the defense, the offensive line, and the ground game. And then you attack Mountain West Conference play and see, can you find yourself in a Mountain West Championship game? 505-246-0610, Sports Animal hotline and text line. It is the opening drive here on the Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Next Industries is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services.
Handle the expectations at this football
team? We have our own expectations, so I don't think we listen to the outside expectations. We know what we have to do. We know what we're trying to do, chase the championship, and that's all that's on our mind, one day at a time.
I'm the cornerback, Jameer Torres. So how did you find your way to the University of New Mexico?
Coach Franks, I know him. He played with my dad, or they had some type of college communication, and he saw me a few times. He liked what he saw. He was one of my main offers, got me up here, and then he just been developing me since. So,
well, you're an all-around athlete in high school, averaged 100 yards per game rushing as well. What kind of running back were you?
I was just see ball and get out of there. Wherever I saw a hole, I would just try to run through. I know I had speed. I still have speed, but I know I could run. So that's what I was trying to do.
But what was it that you settled in on the defensive side of the
football? I feel like I'm a natural aggressive person. So me being able to show that as a corner, somebody that may not be as aggressive, and then learning the technique and getting my feet under me. I always had my feet under me, but getting that more under becoming like a real defensive back, that's probably the main thing.
All right, last of you guys. I know it's early in camp, but let's just say you had the number one pick for like Lobo fantasy football. Who you take on the offense? Who's impressing you this early?
On the offense, I'm going to take Mingo or Ziel Smith. Those are my two biggest competitions. That's what I see.
That last of you defense.
Defense. CJ McBean or Jackson Eck. You can't go wrong with Jackson Eck.
I appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
You're the fourth-year tight end, first-year Lobo, Triple Walsh, Wisconsin kid, 3 years at Iowa State. How's the Southwest treating you so far?
Yeah, it's I've had to adjust a little bit. It's not something I'm really familiar with. The Southwest is my first time really getting thrown into the Southwest. I've been living here for 7 months, so but it's been really good. People are great, teammates are great, love football, and yeah, Albuquerque's been awesome here. So yeah.
Now, of course, change at Iowa State. You get in the transfer portal. What were you looking for your next destination?
Yeah, I really enjoyed my experience at Iowa State. And I was really just looking for something really similar, like a program that had a lot of similar values and everything. And I think starting with the culture, building a winning culture. And I think Coach Eck has shown that, being a first-year coach last year, he's able to build a winning culture. And that was really something that caught my eye in the whole recruiting process. And yeah, it was a really good fit with the offense and everything. So yeah, it was I'm really happy to be here. Yeah.
Now, before we get into that offense question, Coach Eck, another Wisconsin native, what kind of just vibe does he bring to the table as a head coach?
You can always tell a Midwest guy from a guy from out west. So yeah, being able to connect with him is great. And the way he talks about football and the way he coaches football, he's super passionate about it and cares about us as players. And I really appreciate that as a player. So.
Especially, this offense last year, and I'm sure they showed you the film with Coach Slice, and now Zach Lujan coming in as well.
Yes.
What excites you about what they do with the tight end position?
Yeah. Tight ends in this offense, you got to be able to do both. You got to be able to block in the run game, and then you also got to be able to, be a threat in the pass game. And I think it really fits my strengths well because I feel like I can do both, and I can do them at a high level. And, this place has allowed me to, really flourish in this offense, being able to do both. So, that was a huge thing. Obviously, coming here and watching what this team did with the tight ends last year, it was really awesome to see, and really happy to be here. Yeah.
A couple more questions here with Trip Walsh. First year tight end for the Lobos, but entering your fourth year in collegiate football. Not asking you for a name, but just the growth and competition at the quarterback. How are you seeing those guys battle early in camp?
Yeah, all those guys have been really awesome, and over the summer we've gotten to really grow like a connection with him, just running routes in the time that we have off and everything. And being able to build that connection is huge, especially going into fall camp where, you might see 4 different quarterbacks in a day, and, you got to understand, how each one's going to throw and everything. I mean, we have 2 lefties in that room. That makes it a little different. So, just learning those quarterbacks and, building those connections this summer has been really great. And, it's been a lot of fun, watching them compete and watching them grow this summer.
All right, last few, man, what's it like going against that defense every day?
Yeah, man, it's a great defense, and it's a iron sharpens iron deal. We do what we can to make the defense better, and they're going to do what they can to make us better. And Coach Eck is always really good about putting us in situations that are going to benefit both sides of the ball. Putting us in situations where we might see it during the season, and so when we get to that time, we'll be prepared. And the defense has done a really good job with that, and going up against some of the defensive ends and the linebackers that we have, some of the best in the conference. So, it's been really great. It's helped me a lot.
Jameer Torres and Trip Walsh, Lobo football. That tight end room is a lot of fun. Kate Keith's still out there making plays. You recall the one-handed catch he made, got to the end zone in overtime against San Diego State. Trip Walsh, I think, is going to be very dynamic. The best dual threat tight end they have in terms of blocking and receiving. Kate Keith, the receiver, and then Simon Mappa in there. Your top 3 tight ends. Mappa really good on the line of scrimmage and kind of factors as that extra offensive lineman. But we saw you sneaky. You run some of the great routes and concepts they have off the run game. Get these guys in space. It is a very good room. And then in Torres, flashing early in camp, got a hammer last week. In this secondary, it's depth now. They were good last year, but now there's depth associated with that Lobo secondary. 505-246-0610, Sports Animal hotline and text line. It is the opening drive right here on the Sports Animal.
This is a Westwood One Sports Minute.
It's been a mostly drama-free offseason for the Dallas Cowboys.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Marty Size in Albuquerque today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on, savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
I might not be in the cage as much anymore. Just like riding a bicycle, I can pick up the fight from where I left off. I'm not some slick-haired outsider posing with borrowed gloves. I grew up here. New Mexico is in my blood. I'm a New Mexican fighting for other New Mexicans. I'm Adam Oki. I'll be your champion in the courtroom.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make...
Did you know you can score a run in baseball without tagging up? It happened yesterday. Now, it didn't cost the winning team the game, but there's always something unique you see in the game of baseball. What it do? It's the opening drive right here on The Sports Animal. San Pedro, Meineke on San Pedro, text line 505-246-0610. Hanging out with you, Carlos, JJ, Adrian. Having a fun Tuesday. So there was a 16-minute delay last night between Toronto and Boston. And the Blue Jays beat Boston 2-1, but what happened? It all unfolded with no out and runners on first and second in the 7th inning. So Nick Sogard hit a grounder to Vlad Glad Jr. at first base. He fielded it through the shortstop at second base for force out as Siegel moved to third. Next up, all right, fly ball, center field with the scoreboard erroneously showing 2 outs. The ball was still in there when Siegler headed toward the plate. Sogard took off from first. When the ball was caught, Blue Jays eventually tossed it to first to double up Sogard, and that was the 3rd out. And it appeared Toronto led 2-0, players head to the dugout. However, Blue Jays manager John Snyder said everyone assumed the inning was over, and the home plate umpire waved off the run and said that during all the confusion, he was never given the opportunity to appeal, tagging up from third. So what happened? It was all a bunch of confusion. Inning was over. So they never appealed the runner at third. So when it was all said and done, the run counted because they never appealed at third. It's one of those, wait, what just happened? Yeah, let's see what the umpire said about it. So they go to New York, do the World Tech, and guess what? He run scores without tagging up. There's always something that happens in the game of baseball. And it's because they just never appealed it at third.
The 4th out rule, man. It's weird. And I've seen this one other time, and it was, I want to say it was a California league. I want to say it was Stockton and Modesto. And yes, I'm a big baseball nerd, especially with guys coming up. The Ports are the A's single A affiliate. And pretty much what the ruling here was Sogard, the runner at third, crossed home before the 3rd out was recorded. However, because he didn't tag up, he can leave at any time. So the ball's in play. The runner can leave at his discretion. If I'm reading this correctly. And it was super confusing. The Blue Jays did win. So this didn't cost the Jays the game. If it was, I think it would be a bigger outcry this morning. But yeah, man, just that was a weird one. I mean, we're talking the Red Sox, which have been on a heater since I infamously said, once you start playing above 500 baseball, we'll talk about you a few weeks ago.
Well,
and then
they
rattled off 15 wins. But I will say their biggest bugaboo has been my A's. They have struggled playing my A's, which has been fun to see. We just took a series from them in Boston. The swinging A's are back. We're only 25 games out of first place now, baby.
Yeah. Being back, Dodgers rally to win against the Royals 6-5. Drake School's Dodgers Stadium debut. He was fine. Wasn't wow. But the Dodgers needed the offense late. They trailed 3-0 early after a Joe Clagiolone home run for the Royals. And, this is a team we were having a discussion yesterday. And, it's easy to jump on the headline, just Dodgers are struggling. The Dodgers, where's the offense? They're still 7.5 games up on the Diamondbacks, despite losing the last few series, just 2 wins in their last 10 games. The thing with the Dodgers is, talk to me in October. They show up in the playoffs. I still trust those guys to get a big hit in a clutch moment. And yeah, you can look at other teams in the National League. The Braves have put together a fantastic season. The Brewers, they have Jacob Mizorowski, who's going to might be impossible to beat in game 1 of a series when he takes the mound. The Cubs, kind of like the Red Sox, right? It's some bumps early and all of a sudden just took off. And now they're 19 games above 500. But there's something about October baseball is that you can be frustrated. You can write about the challenges for the Dodgers. I just believe they're going to get the clutch hit.
But Dodgers this, Dodgers that. What about the Rockies, JJ? The Rockies.
What about the Rockies?
46 wins. Yes, that's a lot less than everybody else. But 46 wins. They may not finish in last place. The Giants are also horrific this year. But the Rockies won 42 baseball games last year.
They lost 7-0 to Arizona yesterday.
Yeah.
What about the Rockies?
Yeah. But the Rockies, the point is, every time I come on here, I harp about there's a difference between...
They only have the second worst run differential in Major League.
See, there you go. They don't have the worst ERA. I really think if the Rockies had pitching, they'd be a wild card team. But
they've been saying that since 1993.
Yeah, it's hard to find pitching at Coors Field. It really is. Jake McCarthy was just named National League Player of the Week, though. That's why I bring them up as well. He had a remarkable week in Colorado and in St. Louis. But it's funny. I was talking to my girlfriend about this because when I watch the A's, I'm just miserable. And the A's are 1 game better than the Rockies. But when I watch the Rockies, I enjoy watching the Rockies. They're a fun team. There's a difference between a fun, bad team.
Because it's the team that you care about versus the team that you just, hey, the Topes, the Rockies, that.
They're also just a fun, bad team. Like, they're competitive. They're in a lot of these games. When they lose by a lot, they get blown out. But usually they're in these ball games. 9-7 lost to the Rays. 3-2 lost to the Cards. 7-4, they beat the Cards 8-6, right? So they're in every game. Their offense is fun to watch. Hunter Goodman's a good ball player. The A's are just boring. Everyone's hurt. There's despair. God, I hate my baseball team.
Well, I feel the same way.
Yeah,
But the Rocky. It's hard to find that glass half full.
I hate watching the A's, man. And I will be watching them tonight as they take on Tampa Bay again after we lost 10-6 tonight.
The power of fandom.
God, they're awful. The A's suck, man. But we have new ownership. Well, starting to get new ownership. Mark Cuban just bought some stake in them. Dr. Ken
Cuban's
Young.
trying to do a little bit of everything. There was some talk maybe he tried to get involved with Cowboys.
He should. In
Buy
fact,
a piece of that.
Mark Cuban should just buy the A's out. Just get rid of John Fisher. Just get rid of that guy. Dr. Ken.
Better late than never.
Has bought some stake in the A's, and it was BTS. Is that the K-pop group that's really big?
Are they in?
They bought stake in the A's.
See what happens? You go to Vegas? Start to diversify.
Yeah. Not like the Bay Area wasn't that diverse of an area.
You needed to get out of there.
Yeah, you need to get out of the second biggest media market in the nation.
Needed to get to Vegas.
Yeah, what an awful.
How's that stadium coming along, by the way?
It's looking really nice.
Okay.
God, I hate that. I just said that. They're starting to build the roof. It would be funny. I don't think it's going to happen anymore. But if for whatever reason the funding got cut in the middle of this project, I think it would just be super funny that there's just this giant stadium, in the middle of Las Vegas Boulevard, incomplete. It's going to look really good. I hate that. I really do. But it's going to look good.
As an Oakland fan that's seen two franchises move to Las Vegas.
Yeah. There's nothing like the Coliseum. But the Coliseum has definitely outlived her time. She will not be hosting sporting events at the end of this year. The Oakland Roots, who play in the USL Championship, same league as New Mexico United, are moving out of the Oakland Coliseum because they have amassed a debt of $1.5 million to the Coliseum Authority. The rent for the Oakland Coliseum is astronomical. The Roots get no money off the concessions, and it's $40 to park to watch the Oakland Roots.
$40?
Yeah. Our fans complain about the $15 parking at UNM. $40. That's more expensive than your ticket, So
being a sports fan is expensive.
It is.
You have, as we talk about, the dedication. Sports fans, I appreciate you.
I just spent $117 on basketball season tickets yesterday.
Parking. That seems like a deal.
Yeah, my buddy works for the university. Thank goodness.
There you go.
Yeah. We're like mid-court, row 8, which is great. It's all the way at the top. Everything.
But the investment, tip of the cap, sports fans. Tip of the cap, because it ain't easy sometimes.
Yeah, but we do it because, I don't know, one way or another, we love our teams. Don't know why. There's some science study out there. Has to be.
We love it. Carlos, appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for hanging out this morning. A lot of fun hanging out this AM. We got Colin Cowherd coming up next. Jim Rome follows that. Tonight, the Isotopes are in Oklahoma City. You'll hear Josh Ushan take over the airwaves, 6:35. First pitch, pregame at 6:20. Symbieta back tomorrow. Adrian, appreciate you on ProView Networks. Everybody, Meadowell, peace and love. You have yourself a great Tuesday.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.